What's going on, guys? It's Shawnee Salami. Today we're using the Battle Axe on Lion Spire. I think this is my favorite map, and I love the Battle Axe. It's probably my favorite axe. So just a really fun one all the way around. The Battle Axe gets compared to the War Axe a ton, and if you didn't know, War Axe is slower, it does slightly less damage but with longer range, and I'm pretty sure the general consensus is that the War Axe is better because of how much a difference that extra range makes. And I really do agree with that, but I find this fun regardless. A lot of people in a standard matchmaking lobby will slash man with this, but I found the overheads to be the best part because they're so quick. And for me personally, I found it hard to get counters against those overheads for a really long time. I had a really good game in this one. I think it was like 50 kills. But I did want to address some criticism I'm getting, and that's that I talk about the stats way too much. And I do think this is fair. So I'll probably, for now on, only mention it in the beginning of videos. Maybe if it's like a really crazy game, it'll be in the title or thumbnail. And I do show them at the end of the video anyway, so it is something I'll try and cut back on as much as I can. When you're a high-level player, like I have a lot of playtime in this, you kind of challenge yourself and compete against yourself to do better than other games and improve. So that's really where it comes from. I hope you guys do understand I'm playing for the win first and foremost at all times. So it's not just about those stats, it's definitely about helping the team overall. And definitely check out the Discord, which will be in the pinned comment. It's really wholesome. There's never any drama in there, and I think it's the best way to get into the community right now. Like, everybody that gets into my Discord, it feels like they start joining other ones, so it's really fun. You'll meet a lot of cool people in there because groups are going almost 24/7. And that's enough ranting from me. Let's get into the gameplay. At the battering ram here, I'm doing really well to stay alive against multiple enemies. Thought process here was, even though I did kind of go in too quickly and not wait for the team, I wanted to see if I can delay that battering ram as much as I could before a spawn wave comes, even if I do die, and it seemed to work pretty well. And if you notice, the game is warning me about team damage. That was definitely a problem in this one. I think I really should probably stop messing with my settings because it's messing with the muscle memory, and I got warned again right there. These people to the right of the battering ram, I'm not a fan of this. There's plenty of them, and they're not fighting on the ram. If you take a look below, there's only one other person on it with me. There were some default skins there, so I guess you can give them the benefit of the doubt, and maybe they don't realize that they're not in range, but they're not stopping the forward momentum when there's 4 Masons and only 2 of us. Pretty extended 1 versus 1 here in a second against a guy with an interesting name. I don't think I've played this very well, so we kind of just get into like normal slashes, not even a lot of drags. But he does fall for that overhead to overhead feint, which is maybe the best attack on this battle axe. While it was frustrating in the moment, it's funny to look back at this. All my teammates are hitting me because of the blood on me, and you even see that guy go for me there too. Really great job by these engineers here as well. While it was definitely frustrating in the moment, this is pretty funny to look back at because this guy is chasing me. Like, even though I'm near teammates running from people, he kept hitting me. And now more do. I get some health. It was kind of a mess. No deaths or kills after this, so we're going to skip ahead quite a bit just because I got back healed. It was a long walk. I have never seen this many people at that part right there in that little hallway past the ballista. I'm going to try and get around this corner so I can get more by the team. And again, I downed someone. Check this out. A ludicrous kill, which is one of the highest ones. I think the highest is actually called Holy Shit, like that's the actual name. I've only gotten that one once, but I haven't seen a ludicrous kill in a really long time. Even though this man downed me, he did get me back up twice, and he did also a sorry emote, so all's forgiven. We must hold the town square. During this fight, someone's going to run directly in front of us, so this team damage, I'm not stressing. He was being a little selfish there, rushing in, and possibly even body blocking me to try and get that kill. So I'm in no rush to get him up, but I do die there. Even more great work by the engineers. They got this locked up like Fort Knox, but unfortunately I forget to thank them for their service. The unsung heroes of Chivalry 2 are those guys. So you always want to appreciate them and tell them thank you. We have a really nice flank going here, it looks like, but you'll never guess what happens next. Maybe this team kill and all the times I'm getting hit is karma for all the times I'm doing so much team damage. Now this is an autopilot moment if I've ever seen one. I don't know what I was thinking. Skipping ahead again a little bit here, no deaths or kills, just because it was a long walk back to the bandage cart and back to the bridge. A nice streak here where I stayed alive much longer than I thought, being so behind enemy lines right here. And I really did a good job of clearing out some of these enemies and archers, which is always feels good. This is some Jon Snow level plot armor. I've no clue how I survived that. And a teammate even takes a swipe at me and we don't get downed again. This is the longest I can remember crawling to stay alive for the longest time. And we do get a revive, so instead of running, we're going to help that guy out because he did fight hard to get me up. So we're going to sacrifice the death to die as a warrior with this man. I probably could have snuck behind those guys and healed. Maybe not. There was a lot of them. But this is kind of my mindset for why I stayed. A little bit of a troll move here. When people go for kicks, sometimes I say no while I'm fighting them. Just a kind of way to teach the new guys. Not really sure what happened at this last stage. It fell just way too quickly. We folded like a cheap chair. I'm doing all I can here, but as you can see, we are not going to get it done, and that will be another loss. 57 kills is great, but a loss isn't. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.